All right, guys, M.V.K back to talk about this week's episode of Young Justice in Invasion. This is episode 31, entitled "Beneath." Um, this episode was is all about really focuses on about maybe 5 characters the least, and one part is about the Alpha team, the Alpha Squad, which is comprised of all female, so girl power. Batgirl, Ms. Martian, Bumblebee, and Cassie, Wonder Girl, go on a mission back to Bolivia to investigate a shipment of runaways being transported to a somewhere to a business partner. So they know that Simon is involved, and they think Simon is in custody, but unfortunately they get the intel from Nightwing and everything like that. But also in the meantime as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the date. The dates pretty much just goes from February 18th to February 20th. So it was like 3 days. But in the meantime, also before that, we have Jaime Reyes, aka Blue Beetle. One of his friends' name is Ty Longshadow, who pretty much looks like Apache Chief from the classic Justice League cartoon. Is talking about he wants to run away and things like that, and he gets kidnapped. So Jaime goes to look for him at a bus stop. He was gonna leave El Paso, Texas, and go to Houston, Texas. However, something happened. When Jaime gets there, he's gone. So that while the girls were dealing with their mission, that was going on with Jaime. This was a good episode. It was fun. I loved how the camaraderie between the girls, they really worked well together. Ms. Martian being the most experienced out of all of them, she kind of led the charge. And I love the scene where they basically are like, okay, we got to go in incognito. And she says, Batgirl, you take the air ducts. Bumblebee, you do this, and I'll go this way. Wonder Girl, you stay here and keep an eye. Wonder Girl's all like, why I gotta stay? Like, and they're like, well, because Wonder Girl isn't, stealthy. It was kind of funny. Batgirl even says that. She's like, if we were in a firefight or a battle, yeah, you would be by my side. And that was kind of funny, very funny to me, to see that. So while they're investigating, Wonder Girl is actually standing watch and make sure everything's okay, and that's when she sees Simon. He actually is out of jail along with Icicle, Devastation, and Mammoth. I believe that was who it was. And they seem to be doing some shipments. They're transporting runaways and kids and stuff like that. And that was for some mysterious benefactor, as they put it. It was really funny. And also, back to what was going on with Jaime, he goes to his friend Ty's mother, and you could see the look. Ty's mother just has a lot of fear. Like, you just see it on her face. And then that's where we get to see her boyfriend. And her boyfriend, it's funny because you hear the Scarab talking about, he's this and that. And, let me talk a little bit about the Scarab in this. I'm not sure, but do you guys get the sense that they added more of the 52 version of Jaime in this one than the previous Jaime from the pre-52? Because I've seen it. I see it like that, because how the Scarab is like really defensive, is like, he knows our secrets. Take out your cannon, and things like that. That's how the Scarab is now in the comics, where it's always warning Jaime, if he knows our secret, we're gonna kill him and stuff like that. I thought that was really funny, and him had to put his hand in his pocket, no, and things like that. Was that even at one time when Jaime went to his friend Ty's grandfather and started saying, and the Scarab was like, yeah, initiate plasma can. I'm like, oh my god. Um, so that while that was going on, still Jaime's trying to find his friend, and back on with the girls, they're having a little trouble because at one first, Wonder Girl went to go warn the girls about what was happening, and then she gets caught. Devastation actually, I believe that's in, yeah. Devastation actually sees her leaping, flying, and grabs her, and then she's all like, well, who are you supposed to be, the Blum, or the Wonder Brat, and things like that. It was really funny. Until Wonder Girl's able to just get her off her and toss her, and Icicle Junior's there, um, and uh, Batgirl gets captured by Simon, and she gets put into one of those stasis pods, or like where all the other kids were. And then they're like, runaways are one thing, but a bat brat? Are you crazy? Like, and then that's when Simon says, "Well, Batman is indisposed as of right now." So that was kind of interesting as well. Um, as for later on, the girls, Wonder Girl, Ms. Martian, and Bumblebee meet up, and Bumblebee has a plan to get Batgirl out. They go in. Um, Ms. Martian dresses up as Shimmer, and she starts laying the plan out. And they get Batgirl out, and they go off to get their mission done. Um, what was really funny, I love the mind battle that they had in this, Simon and Ms. Martian. I love it. She's like, "Hello, Simon. You care for a rematch?" And Martian, and then it was funny because they were like, "We're doing battle right now. We're not on this plane." And Icicle's like, "Well, you don't have a good record with this girl." So he's like, "I don't have to beat her. I just had to keep her occupied while you guys sneak up on her and kill her." Um, that was fun. Um, but while back in El Paso, Jaime starts looking more into um, Ty's mother's boyfriend, and he finds out that he actually is a bootlegger. He's pirating movies and stuff like that, and he doesn't want to be like the high chief of their tribe and anything like that. It's he just wants money, and Jaime is just like, we're still gonna bust him and things like that. So back on the other end, we got a fight between Devastation and Wonder Girl once again, and she's like, I went toe to toe with the original Wonder Woman, and she's like, "Yeah, well, you weren't trained by her." She wrapped her up in her lasso and then threw her. You weren't trained by her. Um, it was fun. This episode kind of had a, I don't want to admit it, but yeah, it kind of had like a Charlie's Angels feel to it. Like the girls were the angels while Nightwing was Charlie or so, giving them orders where to go. But it was fun nonetheless. They were able to succeed in their mission, even though, because they were trying to fly a plane. Batgirl was trying to fly a plane out, but Mammoth actually threw a forklift or a tractor at the plane, and it broke the plane. However, Miss Martian's ship, it actually came and grabbed the ship and saved it, because when they fell, Wonder Girl tried to stop it, but it was too big for her to like hold it by herself. Um, Having seen that, I was a little bit like, whoa, okay, Wonder Girl is supposed to be really strong. Like she should have been able to hold that, no problem. But then I'm like, okay, if she's supposed to be young, they want to make her a teen, okay, no problem. Because even Ms. Martian couldn't hold it up with her abilities. I mean, it is a plane, so I didn't mind that. Like I said, guys, I know I'm jumping around a lot, but I'm just reading from the key points I wrote about on my pad just to talk about. Um, Unfortunately, they were able to succeed in the mission in a way. Um, Nightwing, that was then later on, that was like February 20th, Nightwing tells him about what Simon made everybody believe that they were seeing, and he apologized and everything like that. And they still didn't know what what the the trafficking of the runaways were. They didn't find any alien tech, which they were really looking for. And Wonder Girl was a little bit like, then another case is still open and things like that. And Nightwing's like, not necessarily, we got this one. That's considered a mission well done. And you kind of see the girls come together, like, yeah, we did it. However, later on we see Queen Bee, and she talks about how, yeah, losing the shipment was one thing, but luckily we were able to sneak another shipment out for our benefactor. We still don't know who the benefactor is. I'm thinking it's Darkseid or somebody like that. Maybe the Black Beetle, some other people. But we also see in one of the pods Ty, Jaime's friend there, and they still have him, and it pretty much ends right there. Um, Next week's episode, I saw a little bit of it. It's called Bloodlines. It's gonna be, I think, written by Peter David. Yeah, Peter David writes this episode. It looks like it has something to do with the Flash, and it might have something to do with all our predictions of what's gonna happen to Wally, guys. That's what I'm just going out saying it. But episode 31, Beneath, was really good. It was still good. I it focused on, you know, it focused on Jaime. We got to see Jaime, a spotlight on Jaime. We got to see, the girls of the Young Justice Squad getting some action more. Just them, which is cool. I'm hoping we see more of Tim, because we haven't seen Tim since, geez, when? The first episode of the season, or second, or episode before that. Um, but yeah, like I said, this had, when the mission with the girls had a little Charlie's Angels feel to it. Like I said, Nightwing was Charlie while the girls were the Angels. But it was still fun. Um, you could see that Simon hates going up against Ms. Martian now. It's like, oh God, like, son of a bitch, like, not her. He always thought like he was strong, but she's stronger psychically. It's just good stuff. It really is, guys. I really enjoyed the episode. I can't wait to see what the next episode next week. But other than that, like I said, as I said, you guys tell me what you thought about this episode, Beneath. Give me your input. But other than that, this is Mumford and Kid saying peace, one love, stay tuned, keep it real, guys. Y'all take care.